Hey, Coach Steven here. Just wanted to do a quick episode to let you guys know. Hey, Coach Steven here. You may have noticed the podcast changed this morning from Own Your Calendar to Coach Smarter. So I just wanted to do a quick episode to explain to you why that change is happening and what you can expect going forward. First and foremost, allow me to alleviate a potential concern that people may have. If you enjoy the current content of the show, that type of content is still going to be here. It's just going to be shifted through the perspective of coaches. So if you're someone who enjoys listening to the show right now, but you're not a coach, just know that there's going to be that slight shift, but the principles I'm going to be teaching are still going to be the same. But I think you will still enjoy the episodes and you will still get value out of them. In terms of the overall purpose of the podcast and the reason I made the change, as you guys know, we have always been about showing you how to build a profitable, sustainable business without sacrificing your health, relationships, or personal time. And that was something that I thought that the Own Your Calendar name encompassed. Unfortunately, the feedback that I have gotten is that a lot of people think that Own Your Calendar is strictly a time management podcast. And while time management was certainly something we talked about, it was not the whole purpose of the podcast. And so in order to bring it into alignment, I had to think about really what did I want to focus on? And what I have decided, the group that I'm truly the most passionate about helping is online coaches like myself. And I want to help them really specifically in 3 different areas. Number 1 is mastering the coaching skills to deliver more effective client sessions. Number 2, creating sustainable systems to streamline and scale your business. And number 3 is to be able to make time for personal care and growth so that you have more energy, can maintain work-life harmony or flexibility, and you can keep burnout at bay. And that last piece is really important because I see so many coaches who are overwhelmed by all the things that they have to do as a coach. And I wanted to give you those systems because I feel like so many podcasts out there that are about coaching are really more just on the grow your business side. So they talk a lot about marketing and messaging and things like that. And that stuff is super important. But there's not a lot of people talking about the behind the scenes part of growing your business, right? They're not talking about those systems. They're not talking about those coaching skills that you need to build up. They're not talking about how to take care of yourself behind the scenes so that you have the energy and the time to do all of these things. And so that's what I want this podcast to focus on. And that's why we've changed the name to Coach Smarter so that you can grow your online coaching business without burnout. You know, I get it. As an online coach myself, I've been doing this for over a decade now. You are always juggling client sessions, creating content, marketing your services, and trying to make time for yourself and the people that you love. And it can honestly leave you stretched too thin and wonder, like, how do you possibly make it all work? Like, how do you actually have a successful business without driving yourself absolutely insane? And that's not even getting into the fact that for a lot of us as coaches, we end up with the compassion fatigue too, right? So it can be tough to be a coach, especially an online coach, because we don't even get the personal interaction with people, right? A lot of times we're, maybe talking to people on Zoom calls or phone calls or something like that, but we rarely ever see people face to face. I can speak for myself here that I oftentimes have to leave the house on purpose just to go interact with other people. And so it can get very lonely being an online coach. And I get that, right? And I get that you started your business to gain more freedom, but instead you're probably working longer hours, which has led to neglecting your own needs, sacrificing family time, and quite frankly, leaving you feeling like that burnout is just right around the corner. I went through this whole thing myself a few years ago, And I thought I had it all figured out until I found myself on the verge of burnout and realized that I really needed to make some changes. And so that's really the direction I want to take the podcast. So again, if you're a current listener and you enjoy the content that we have, that type of content is still going to be there. But the content that we're going to be adding, the new stuff, is going to be 100% focused on coaches, and especially those coaching skills and those business systems that we're going to be talking a lot about. So I just wanted to, again, do this episode, let you guys know about the name change, why it happened, and what you can expect going forward. So I hope that you will continue to tune in and listen. If this is no longer a great fit for you, I totally understand that, and I do appreciate your support. But if this is the right fit for you, I would also appreciate if you could help us grow and help get the message out to more coaches by sharing this with your circle. So with that, guys, until next time, this is Stephen Box reminding you, as always, that today is a great day to break free from the chaos and start living life on your terms.